This thing! Is it worth it? Let's find out. So the first thing you want to do is open the packaging, open the box, and take a look at all the wonderful stuff they give you. There's a handy little guide, so if you have any problems you can RPFM, FAQ, or RMA. The base of the mount has a plastic cover over the suction cup. You'll want to remove it when it's time to use it. It's very sticky, then the little lever on the side will secure it into place. The other end has a little ball joint thing. That's where the actual mount will pop right in. One of the grippers extends and stays open so you can insert your device. Once extended, the button in the center pops up. Placing your device on this button snaps the gripper shut securely around your device. Once shut, the button is flat. It can be mounted on your dash even if there is a bit of texture. It needs to be somewhere that's fairly flat. I tried to move the mount closer to my air vent to keep the phone cooler, but there was too much of a curve there so it wouldn't stay. At this point I had mounted it several places and the adhesive had worn off a bit. After rinsing it off under water and letting it air dry, the suction cup regains a bit of its stickiness, so I was able to mount it to my dash again. The problem I have is that it slides around quite a bit. This is mainly due to the heat where I live. It gets around 120 degrees here, so that's kind of a problem. I should probably move. Sticking it on a glass is flawless, and I haven't had a single problem with that at all. Even removing it and mounting it many times, it's still incredibly strong when mounted onto the window. Inserting your device, even with a case on, is very easy. Once it's open, place it against the open gripper and quickly push it into place. It can be easily removed with one hand by pushing it against the gripper that extends, but this could potentially damage it over time, so I'd recommend using two hands to remove it. Once secured, you can see it isn't going anywhere. So right now I'm recording a video with it on the dock, just so you can see how sturdy it is. It looks like it's pretty stable so far. I'll turn the camera around so you can see what I'm seeing. Here's a sample video taken from my phone's rear camera while mounted on the windshield. Please excuse the poor video quality. It was in portrait and cropped for landscape. I'm also not actually driving this fast. I just increased the speed so you wouldn't get bored. Hey, look, a bird. You can see the mount is very sturdy and there's very little to no movement. If you're looking at using your phone or any other small portable device as sort of a dash camera, this mount would work perfectly for that. Right out of the box, it mounted perfectly fine to my dash. I was using it on my windshield for a few days and then tried to move it from my windshield to my dash. Taking it out, rinsing it off, letting it cool off and dry a little bit made it easier to mount onto my dash again. And it was very sturdy, just like it was right out of the box. Personally, I like to have it mounted to my driver's side window. I hardly ever roll my window down, but after removing the mount several times a week for 2 weeks just to test it out, it has not lost any strength. So, is it worth it? Yes, it is.